Hello guys, I am Ivo. I will show you how I usually choosing runes for heroes. Before I do it, I need to say few things. It depends. Depends first which heroes. Uh, uh, you can choose your heroes from V1 server guys suggestions. You can choose which is your sympathetic heroes, or if you lucky with few of them that you got enough copies, then maybe you will choose those, and or you just copy your server stronger player heroes. But of course there are heroes that what is absolutely one of the best heroes. So I see players using very different kind of heroes. Few of them fix, and the other part is changing. Uh, of course, about the roles, damage dealers, tanks, healers, usually using the same in base, the same runes, with maybe with some differences. uh, about runes, there are runes that fix uh, uh, in one team, and there are what is your choice. You need to test. I cannot tell you a fix rune for everyone, for every hero. It depends on which phase you are in the game, like in beginning phase or in end game, because at end game, for example, when you have maxed out exclusive weapon and artifact and very rare artifacts you got, there is a chance you can drop, for example, defense for damage, or if you have maxed out relics, your hero can be enough tanky, you can change tactics. If you ask me, there isn't a fixed rune what you can use from beginning until end game. End game, I mean when you almost only use this once and few of this, very few of this, and you will skip this one. At first, usually players choosing this one, easier to get copy, not bad tank, good survive, and after they try to focus on these copies, but it's going slowly. It takes time until you can 19 copies to get this Maria, but this coming much more faster, and I am sure most of you will scan this one for main team. From this faction, Freyr is the easiest to get, and of course is It's also a good hero for late game, like a Spartan, uh, hard to kill, and uh, and after slowly these copies others collecting. If you lucky from beginning and you can get enough to this to hold, because in low ascended hero of course you cannot rise level and it just dies fast, and it's S plus hero, but it will be useless if cannot survive in uh, cannot survive uh, a decent time. So here Ekra. I am sure players will this one. Of course, at the beginning you can with an event, with an cheap event, you can get one there and one two in other event at the start of the server. So I am sure you can make it um, like easily to mythical. So high chance that you can start with this. Uh, if you not so lucky or you free to player and you can only later uh, let this one of the best champion to enter your team, then I think you will choose maybe this one. Yes, this cannot get any more, and yes, from this one I think maybe this too, but this depends on luck. So usually players will choose this. This is the easiest to get copies, as you will see, and you can change from OC later if you want. Uh, and the last one is Roseto, most easiest to get copies, but Lilian is also a good choice, or both. Um, but I think, for example, if you start with this team, or usually most of them players starting with this, it's a very good start from each faction. One, easier to ask and to use the folders, and like with this team, let me choose Lillian because I need a healer also to show you how you how you make a Rune setup. So two tanks, one core hero, one other DPS, and a healer. Okay. So the fix runes are here. This and this, I am sure. Better to separate to the heroes and not to Ekra. Ekra will need DPS, need damage, like these ones. And these two tanks or supports. Now I have one support. Let's two of it here, and let one here and one here. For example, after the heal, it will need the healer, Emilia, Emilia will never or any other except Maria will not go close to Ekra damage. So you not must to your second damage dealer or other heroes. You don't need to make nuker with high DPS, but you can. I think from this position is your choice, but if I would start again and to choose runes, I would make Ekra more heal, because at early game I noticed too less healing, and I used this and helped me enough, like in Immortal. Uh, you can feel the difference, because Ekra only healing if killed someone. Lilian, I would say, after using support runes and special only healer rune, I say after go something defense. There are more defense runes, depends how much you have now. For example, I can say that, for example, monolith is choose monolith, but if you have 0 or you have, for example, I don't know, blood, you have 5, then of course choose these. Uh, uh, and it depends. You need to test. Uh, if everyone is just million years weaker than you, then not sure it's a big difference what you're using. After a time, only the core of players will stay with you in server, uh, and and blood. Let me show blood monolith. I would say from these two, I would choose maybe this one, maybe this one, before die or close to die. He goes like Ares to not die, but it's a hard word, not same, but going to be uh, more stone-like. Emilia, I would say Emilia go. Emilia skills makes her faster, and Emilia ulti can stun. I would be happy if Emilia can stun fast and more times as he just can. For example, 2 times in a fight, not only one. I would say choose which is this. I would say choose this. Every skill will faster, more basic attack, faster ulti reaching, and I think and he has a shield. Maybe this shield will be enough for survive. If not enough, then choose something maybe flash here, because this makes makes her faster, and this more here maybe. And with fast basic attack, I would try the stunning one, this, and with with basic attacks you can stun maybe. And of course we making now him fast for fast ulti, stun, and with basic attacks also. I would make her not more damage. I think Ekra can do the job well. And yes, maybe the X is what is good for this setup. Of course I can make other setup. I would choose this if I start. So try Emilia be a support. Okay, so now I have 2 support, not 1. And these 2, I'm not sure these 2 need defense, but at beginning I remember they wasn't so good in defense in survive like in late game. So I say better to give them some like this, maybe some defense. Like this maybe. Okay, let's check me. Purify, I would say I chose it, but I cannot see a too big difference, like match changing or something. Maybe on higher level, but I dropped it. We have this. Okay. Also, he can stun. Okay, I think we have control. Let me check runes. It can be a good rune, break armor, but I much more like the older one. I think this new one, I mean they changed the rune stats, and I suggest you to sometimes to check runes, because development sometimes just changing the rune stats without saying you anything. And so this is now actual stats. In later I am not sure it will be going be all time and these stats effects, but now I'm not so happy about this. I would say I now not choose. And let's see. Okay, nothing special. I think we finished. This is not a bad rune for start, but as I said, go and test and sometimes change it. Test and you can learn the runes, what are they doing, and after you will alone you can alone change and choose the best runes, what is especially good for you, for your situation, for your game phase. If you really want to beat someone who is very strong, uh, he is very strong, uh, very high damage, of course go a little more defense. Try to survive the first ulti and try to get back your life points. Uh, uh, Also you can change the position of the heroes. It not fixed that you need to stay tanks to the front when you start the fight. Uh, and of course try to reach the best heroes in well ascended, because in basic form I'm not sure any of it is good. Maybe Ares, but need to check that what is the requirements to use the survive skill. Uh, I think I finished what I would like to say. Uh, if you have questions, I try to suggest runes for you, but I need to see what are your heroes exactly, uh, and what are the levels of your best runes, uh, and and in which situation you need it. For example, if you need only for one fight, or or uh, or I don't know, but what is sure, the damage is needed not only in PvP, the damage is needed everywhere. Damage needed for boss fights, for to farm the bosses, or in leaderboards where you need high damage as you can, and dropping every damage is not a good point. I am a little fear that I only using Ekra, uh, but it's a more safety, what I write now, so the tanks uh, survive as far as they can. Emilia helps for Ekra to load the ulti and to freeze the enemies, and Lilian is having one also one defense skill to uh, try to stay alive Ekra as far as she can, because no more spots free. Uh, but of course later when Maria coming, and for example this hero goes away, you will have much more double very high damage. So but for start I think it's okay for PvP, and in map also when you're going to harder maps and enemy teams harder, and you need to survive, I think you can follow this one. That's all guys, take care.